everybody, and welcome to your midweek wake up with Bliss Beauty by Brandy. As you can see, we've already got our face done today because we are going to do a look inspired by Disney Snow White. First, we're going to go in with our I Am Magic setting powder, and we're just going to dab this under the eyes just to catch any fallout. It will do some baking, but we're mainly doing this to catch any fallout. We're going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. It's a very nice light shade. I do recommend, if you're more than 1 to 2 shades darker than me, investing in a Longwear cream eyeshadow or a MAC paint pot. This can make darker skin tones look quite ashy. You're going to go in and carve out the brows and get these eyes ready to be set with all the pigments and the shimmers that we're going to be using today. Like I said, we are going to be emulating a more modern version of Disney Snow White. In the pictures that I posted at the very beginning of the video for reference, she does have a very ashy, muted, purpley tone. So we're going to go in with the Anastasia Prism palette. I'm going to take this shade Unity and we're going to work this into our crease just for blending purposes. I don't really want a lot of pigment. Unity is probably just a shade darker than my actual skin tone. And like I said, we're just using this as a blending tool. So we're going to go in and blend. Now, as I was saying, Snow White has a really dusty purple look, and it's literally just a wash of color on her lids. So we're going to elevate this more for more modern times. So now we're going to go in with this L'Oreal Project Runway palette, and we're going to take this bright purple. We're going to work this in our outer V and in our crease. I do not know if this palette still exists outside of my makeup collection. I bought this a few months back in the clearance section at the Meijer grocery store in the cosmetics clearance area. If I can find it, or it does still exist, I will link it in the down bar. If not, I will try to find either a L'Oreal eyeshadow shade to match this, or just any purple pigment to match this color in the down bar below. But we're just going to work this into our crease, and we're just going to keep building it up. I know a lot of people probably find it annoying that I only dip once into the color, blend it onto my eye, dip again, blend it, dip again, and blend it. As I have said before in previous videos, I'd rather start with a light wash of color and build it up to what I need for my look than cake on so much product that I have to go in and rework, or end up just taking the whole eye look off and starting from scratch all over again. It's better to start with a little than too much. Now that we have blended that into our outer V and our crease, we're going to go back into the Anastasia Prism palette. This is predominantly the palette that I used for this look. But we are going to go in with Dimension, which on screen, it's either my camera, the lighting, or all of the above. It really does not pay this look any justice. This color is a really beautiful lavender with lilac shimmers and some gold shimmer, but for some strange reason it comes off almost more pewter or even more periwinkle on the screen. It looks more blue toned, when in reality it's not. Don't mind me singing in the video. I was singing along with one of my favorite songs by Shania Twain, and I was full on jamming. But yes, we're just going to take this really beautiful shimmery color in the palette, and like I said, it's called Dimension. For those who are wondering, I am spraying my brush with some setting spray just to kind of wet it, so that way when I pack on this shimmer, it's less fallout, but it's also more pigmented. So now we're going to go back in with that L'Oreal palette, and I'm just going to blend this brighter purple in with this lighter purple, just so it has more of a dimensional effect. No pun intended with the fact that the shimmer is called Dimension. But we're going to blend this and give it a more seamless look. Still give it that hazy, dusty look that Snow White had. We're going to go back into the Anastasia palette, and we're going in with Lucid, which is this just gorgeous, gorgeous iridescent pearl shade. No glitters to it, no chunk of any sort. It's just a gorgeous pearlescent shade. And we're going to use this just to highlight the brow bone, and then a little later in the video we're going to go in with our inner corner with this shade. Now we're going to take Obsidian with our eyeliner brush. We are not winging out a liner. We're not even doing an official liner. I am doing this step to keep my eyes a rounded shape, even though my eyes are actually more of an almond in reality. But I'm doing this to keep my eyes on a rounded shape, and this will also help when I go to lay my lashes down later. So if I can't quite get them as close to my lash line as I would like, it kind of fills in the gaps and makes it look more seamless. Like I said, we're not winging this out at all. Here are the lashes, nice and fluffy, and then magically they're on. And there's another set. If you all want to see a video on how to put on lashes, I can do one for you, but it's pretty basic, and I can also link several videos below on how to do it. We're going to go back in with this purple shade now that we've dusted off our bake, so to speak. And we're just going to dust it under our eyes just to even add a further amount of rounding out to our eyeballs. Going back in with our Prism palette, and like I said, we're going back in with Lucid, and we're going to go in our inner corner just to brighten up the look yet again, make our eyes look wider, more awake, more rounded. Now my ultimate favorite palette, and I'm sure you all are probably about sick of seeing it. We're going to go back in with our 26 pan palette, and we're just going in with this lighter shade. Snow White has a very blushed and heavily blushed look, so we're just going to load this shade on from our Coastal Scents palette. And when I say loaded on, you will see it is very, very loaded. I will go in and reiterate, this is based on the Disney Snow White look. It is not exact. This is a good look if you're going to be what's called Disney bounding, where you go to one of the Disney parks or go around dressed similarly to a Disney character. So it is not 100% exactly like Snow White. Now we're going in with the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Creeper, which is this just gorgeous red shade, like true blue based, just Marilyn Monroe red is the best way for me to describe it. Now we're going to mist our face, because I haven't shown that in other videos, but we're just going to quickly mist our face and drench it with the e.l.f. setting spray, and mine I believe is the Matte Magic Mistin set. Works great for me. And now this lip liner is from a set that I purchased off Amazon. It doesn't have an official name or color number. It's just out of a set. If I can still find it on Amazon's website, yet again, I will just link it down below along with all of the products that I've used in this video, as long as I can still find them. If not, I will always try to find a dupe or something very, very comparable and link it down below for you guys. So we're going to go in with this lip liner, and what I love is I chose this shade that's literally about a shade and a half darker to give it some dimension. And now we're going back in with the concealer brush that I used prior to filming. A great little trick if you're going to do a bright neon lipstick or a bright red or any shade of red, go back in with like a concealer brush or a specific lip brush with a little bit of concealer to help clean up your lines. And that's today's look. Love you guys. Have a great day.